Hello, welcome to Chasing Diecast Cars. Last week the Carrefour hypermarkets in Belgium did a 15% off sale on all toys. I managed to grab most of the cars that I wanted just before the lockdown. Just the unrusty versions, so the regular versions of these two, the black Toyota Celica and the R5 Turbo, I did not manage to get. They were sold out. But this is the vintage rusty gift bag, $12.95, 15% off is €11, so €2.20 per car. Production February 2020, so pretty early in the year. You got a description of all the vehicles. Ford Mustang Fastback with their opening parts, so the doors open on this one. The Volkswagen Beetle is the frunk. Toyota Celica GT Coupe, the doors. Renault 5 Turbo is the hatch in the back. And then the Volkswagen T1, it's this little hatch here in the back also that opens. Cool set with the rusty stains on them. So this Mustang has the new style wheels that were introduced with the introduction of the yellow Celica last year. But here they are in black. And we got the Beetle in the 64 livery that we've seen before. And then the R5 Turbo, very cool model. And then the panel van version of the T1. We don't get to see that one very often, so very cool to have another version. Pretty cool color too. Then I grabbed a few singles. So with this Nissan GTR in orange, I can finally do the 2019 premium cars video by the catalog. Did not manage to grab this one in 2019, so finally I have one. It is being repeated in the 2020 catalog. So $299, 15% off is $254. So yeah, very cool looking facelift model of the GTR 35. And then we got a new model for 2020, the Mercedes AMG GTR. Although they already had the GTR, they just added the spoiler and maybe some other things. I will do a comparison one day with the regular version. Got the Lamborghini Huracan Aveo, a recolor for 2020. Was in green before. Nice blue color. The Bentley Continental GT V8S in the Breitling livery. This one has a little flaw. You can see that kind of yellow stripe on the rocker panel. Kind of went up a bit. It's the only one left, so you gotta take what you can find. At least I got a discount. That's okay. You know, I take them out of the package, and it could be having all kinds of issues on the other side too, you know. For people who keep stuff carded, this matters, because if they can find a mint or a perfect example like that, they can display it. But for me, with opening them up, there can always be something wrong on the other side, so it doesn't really matter. You can still, even if it's perfect on this side, it can still have issues on the other side, right? And then the Corvette, also a new 2020 model. Finally found the green Porsche Edition Deluxe 911 Carrera S. Big thank you to Luc Peters for telling me that where there was one still left. It's also got an issue. It's got some black paint on the green bumper in the back. But you know, again, like I explained previously, doesn't really matter that much. $395 reduced to $336 with a 15% off. So the Porsche 992 new model for 2020. So this completes the deluxe set. I have now all of these. So I will do separate videos on all of those. Also got me this one, the carry case, Porsche 911 GT3 RS. This was $23.95, reduced to $20.36 with a 15% off. Comes with a car, and this yellow Porsche is actually the same as the one in the Porsche edition. That was, or is supposedly exclusive to the gift bag, but as I've said before, exclusive to Majorette does not always mean exclusive, as you can see in this case, because when you buy the carry case you also get that yellow one. Oh, it's got a sound too. Nice boxer sound, very authentic. It's got a lock mechanism to open it up, and then there's two layers of cars you can put in there. Doesn't actually seem to say how many cars it can hold. Oh yeah, up to 9 cars, here it is. So with this item I now have the complete Porsche set. So I will do a complete unboxing video live and on a Sunday, not sure when. And then I will be opening up everything that is in this Porsche set by Majorette. So that's going to be cool. Also found some Welly, but not at the Carrefour hypermarket, but at this store. €1.49. That's an okay price for a Welly. That's yeah, as cheap as they come actually, for the single window boxes, that is. These are recolors of cars I already have, and as usual they are a little bit dirty in the packaging, dusty. That's usually the case. So this is the Audi R8 V10. You've got this textured part here on the side. Can you hear that? You got the Audi 4 rings on the back and the R8 name on the left. Black piece here is part of the interior or the base, not sure. And then lots of detail on the front. The logo, the headlights, the grille, that is also a separate piece. And then on the license plate it says Audi R8. This is actually a plastic piece here that is partially painted with the headlights. Here we got the fuel filler cap, also detailed, painted silver. And a nice interior. The steering wheel also seems to get the flat spot on the bottom. That's cool, nice detail. They don't need to do that because I don't think many people will notice, but I think it's cool they do that. Then we got the Mini Cooper. I got it in white, not my favorite color. This yellow one is already a little bit nicer. Of course I would prefer it in a red, obviously. For those of you who know me, you know why. But you know, one day maybe I will find a red one. It's got a little bit of red paint on it, that's funny. Talking about red. Got some red paint on the front fender. Anyways, so a black roof that is plastic, so they can swap it out for probably an open top convertible kind of roof. But they hide it very well that it's a separate piece. You can hardly tell just by looking underneath. You can see that, but here on top you would never notice that. Got some silver paint on the door handle and on the rocker panel. Got the taillights done, the logo here, license plate, the door handle on the back for the lift tailgate, and separate piece for the bumper front and back, and then nicely detailed in the front too with the headlights, these small lights, and then a separate piece for the grille. Also got the texture in it. Pretty basic interior, but you know, got some details on the seats and the dashes. All in all, it's got some detail to it. Not bad for the money, you know. But of course, pretty big, 3-inch, so almost close to at least 1:50 scale, I think. Then we got a Trabant, two-tone. That's about as luxurious as it gets for a Trabant. A two-tone paint job on its plastic body. Of course, this one is a metal body, the diecast version. Trabant 601, it says on the base. It's got these classic looking rims. Seems to have again a plastic top. I don't know if I will be able to show it, but it's got mostly metal structure underneath, but just in the middle there's an open spot, as if they want to do a kind of a sunroof one day, although I don't think these came with a sunroof. So blue top, kind of the cream color, off-white, eggshell, not sure what you call it. Separate pieces for the bumpers, separate piece for the grille, headlights and indicators painted, and the Trabant logo. Got some silver paint here on the C-pillar and the back, tail lights, and the name and model on the back. Even says some more info than there was on the base, but maybe you can read it on a big screen. I can't read it here on my small camera screen. Interior wise, basic like the real car was, so that's actually probably very accurate, and all plastic too. We got the Volkswagen New Beetle. Let's see if this also has some packaging rub like my red one. A little bit, but not as much as my other one. Volkswagen The Beetle, it is called. So we got some grille detail here. So again, we got probably a piece of the base that is in the bumper here. So it's got texture, it got some silver paint on the headlights too, and the VW logo. In the back we got just the tail lights and the VW logo. And then we got this window piece that just runs through the roof for the sunroof. Little paint issue here, little bubble in the paint there. Sometimes happens with Welly. But you know, for the price you pay. Interior looks okay. No door cards, as I've mentioned before. But again, it's not that bad. And then the last one, the VW T1, Type 2 T1 bus. Not a Samba bus, just does have less windows than the Samba bus. Giving it a little wipe down. So this, it's hard to read. Yeah, 1963 Volkswagen T1 bus, it says on the base. Chrome rims. I'm just wondering if I can be able to get that off, because there's kind of a smudge here, but it seems to be in the paint. So two-tone, metallic green on the bottom and then white on top. Headlights, small lights and VW logo. Bumpers are part of the base, so not chrome, just black. It does have these double opening doors on the side. Three rows of seats and then some cargo space in the back on top of the engine. Taillights painted, and that's about it. So not a lot of detail, but still pretty cool model. And an all metal body. You don't see that very often, at least not for this kind of money. With Matchbox we get a half plastic one. Also got me this Hot Wheels Trackstars Scania rally truck. That's also from Carrefour Hypermarket, so 15% off. A little less than €8.50. Still too much money, I think, for these Trackstars. A few years ago, a discount store in Europe called Action had these for €4 or €5. So still double the money, but you know, it's cool. I wanted it. It's got a metal cab with lots of detail in the front, and then all plastic in the back with the possibility of putting a car on there. So, but if you put that on a track with the car on top, I don't think the car will stay on. If you go through a loop like this, probably not. But it's cool, you know. Rally trucks, definitely when it's licensed. So I wanted it, even if the decals, tampos on the plastic are not that sharp. They kind of do a lousy job when it comes to tampoing plastic, I think. But anyways. And then last but not least, I was very surprised to still find these Matchbox 9 packs with the exclusive VW in them. Because usually VW stuff gets gobbled up, and most of them were gone. This one was still left on at one location because the blister has cracked. That's why it had not sold. So I thought, well, I'm lucking out on this one because it's probably going to be the only one that I'm going to find. But then in the location closest to me, I still found a bunch of them. Both the red and the yellow one. It was the only location they still had a bunch of them, so apparently there's no other collectors beside me in the area, because there still were a lot of these. So yeah, let's take a look at these, open them up. So there's basically only one fancy piece in here. That's the speed trapper in blue metal base, and then these white fenders, or what you call them, and the orange part on top with the yellow twisty thing, so you can adjust the speed. This is a 2020 mainline. 2016 Ford Interceptor utility in black. The highway patrol livery. Also a 2020 mainline. You can attach that to this one. 1976 International Scout 4x4 in red. This was in the 2020 5-pack Rocky Peaks. We just got the side deco. Also from a 5-pack is this Geo Predator in green, matte green. This is from the Matchbox Wild 2 5-pack. And the rest of them are main lines. 2018 Jeep Wrangler JL in metallic white. 2020 mainline also. Just get the side deco. Not a lot of room for the driver there. Has to be a very skinny person to get between that stump and the back seat, and the back of the seat I mean. Got some gear in the back. Got the 2018 Dodge Charger in blue, 2020 mainline. Details front and back. Dodge license plate. The 1971 MGB Coupe in red. This was new in the 2020 mainline. Very nicely detailed in the back, not so much in the front, missing the headlights. Interior wise, it's okay, but don't think it had a floating center console like that on the real one. Pretty sure it didn't. Anyways. And the 2015 Corvette Stingray in this gray color, kind of primer color. Matchbox Highway Patrol Trooper, 2020 mainline also. It's got a computer in there. Maybe you can see it better on the other side. Yeah. Don't know what that is in the middle there. Pretty bland steering wheel. But at least it's not a stump. And we'll look at the exclusive at the end. So, by the way, these were $16.99, reduced to $14.44, so €1.60 per car. Here's the card art of the exclusive vehicle. So we got some fancy vehicles in here. The Jungle Crawler in matte black, apparently based on a real vehicle. Don't remember which one, but doesn't really matter. DLM, Diecast Liberation Movement, Freedom model. So this is from the 2020 5-pack Matchbox Wild 2. Jungle Renegades. It says number 2 on it. This is number 1, the 1962 Nissan Junior, in this kind of yellowish color from that same 5-pack. Has the same DLM on it. And the number 1. Nothing in the bed. Then we got the Sand Shredder in orange and blue. 2020 5-pack Rocky Peaks is where this is from. So the orange is metal and the rest of it is plastic. Pretty disappointing. And this is also a fancy model, the Matchbox self-driving bus. Plastic body, metal base. This was new in the 2020 mainline. 2011 Mini Countryman in red, 2020 mainline release. Nicely detailed in the front and in the back. Plastic top. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing to write home about this interior. The Renault Kangoo in white. This was new in the 2020 mainline. You cannot look inside because these are blacked out, these windows, so probably no interior. You do get still a metal body on a van, so that's a good thing. The Audi R8 in dark grey, metallic grey. 2020 mainline also. Kind of a re-release of an older model, but that's okay. Prefer this over a fancy model. It has a copyright of 2019, but it's the same as the older model, so I don't know why they don't mention the original copyright. And the 1968 Ford Mustang GT California Special in this metal flake forest green. This is from the 2020 5-pack Rocky Peaks. Get some chrome from the interior, so that's cool. Don't see a lot of chrome anymore on Matchbox nowadays. Very cool casting this Mustang is. Side detail, nothing front and back. So yeah, when it's that shiny, you can't see a lot of detail, but again, it's not very special anyways, I think, detail wise, but a very cool model. I like it very much. And then we got the two exclusives. So this is the Volkswagen Transporter Crew Cab. Comes in yellow and in red. 9-pack exclusives for 2020. It says Feuerwehr on the front. That is German for a fire department. It's got the grille painted, VW logo, the headlights, these little indicator lights, and then this grille piece also. Gray bumpers, part of the base. Got a trailer hitch. It's got some info on the side. Is that a model number 1013? Yeah, it is 1013. You can see here. That's the model number on there. 112 is the emergency number in many countries in Europe. And then it says something here, but I can't see what that is. Maybe again on a big screen you can. It has that on the other side too. Interesting. Oh yeah, interior wise, let's take a look. Well, yeah, pretty basic, but you know, it's a van. So here we got silver Feuerwehr. Same details on the side. Maybe we can see the details better here. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, it's fire extinguisher symbol. That's what it is. So we were able to solve that question. Nicely detailed the front and on the sides, like that. Cool. Now something I forgot about when I was so excited finding these that I did not pay attention to the back, because there's actually a variation of this casting with some gear in the back. So if I thought about that, I would have grabbed one with the stuff in it and one without. I have the green version with the variation, but I forgot to take that out, so I can't show you any of the gear in the back variation, so I apologize for that. But anyways, I'm very happy to have these. Never thought I would have them. Thought they would have been all gobbled up by the collectors, VW collectors and diecast collectors. So yeah, very pleased with that. So that's it for this video. I thank you all very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.